Or they try to.
Welcome to another segment of Pittsburgh Business Virgin, where we look to help business owners with the do's and don'ts of running a business. My name's Brad Hilbert, president of Three Rivers Wealth Management Group. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Nick Cortazzo,
Hey, Brad.
financial consultant. And today we're very pleased to have in our studio the one and only John Faigley, who is actually the general manager of Computer Comfort out of McMurray, PA. And John is yet another one of our guests in our series of our expert series with the Pittsburgh Business Virgin, where we're bringing in experts that most business owners at one point or another are going to be interacting with and helping them around their business needs. And Computer Comfort is basically a small business owner consultant, right, John?
Correct, yeah.
And helping them with all technologies as far as hardware as well as software, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Awesome. John, why don't we start with just some background? You know, tell us a little bit about yourself, Computer Comfort, and how you found yourself working with Computer Comfort, because you're like the Maha down there. You're running the operation.
Correct. To give you a little background, I've been in technology services 23 years, just over 23 years now. I came out of a...
So you date all the way back to what was it?
TRS 80s, yes.
TRS 80s and,
correct.
And Apple IIs?
That's correct.
And what was that computer, the Canon game? I just
Pong?
remember. No, I remember that Canon game from Apple IIs. What was it called?
Space Invader? No,
what was it called? No, Donkey Kong. Never mind. Go ahead, John. 23 years. That's a long time, though.
23 years. And at the time I started, my degree is actually in electronics, and you actually fixed computers then down to the component level. And
they were as big as this room then, right?
That's correct. That's correct. They were much larger than they are now. As times have evolved, what I do for computer services has also evolved. We went from actually repairing them to recommending them to actually field service, and now into management and the consulting end of the business. For what I've enjoyed of it, the product is ever changing, and that gives me something new to work on at all times.
You have actually a background in small business, though, as well. Talk a little bit about that for our business owners out there.
Correct. The company I went to work for out of school had 12 employees. The company I worked for in high school and college was a small business marina. The evolution of my first computer services firm to my second career in this was one of my customers, was actually one of my clients who had grown to the point they needed their own IT person. So I went to work for them. All through my years, my 23 years, with the exception of 3, I've been in small businesses. I had an experience with the West Penn Allegheny Health System. It was my first experience ever in the corporate environment, and it didn't take me long to realize that my heart was really in the small business market.
Yeah, it's just culturally, it's just a different go. I mean,
very much so.
I did 12 years in corporate America. It was a wonderful learning experience, but you know, as you were saying, we were talking, getting ready for the interview today. It's just, you know, bureaucracies are not. What was it? What'd you say? The people who you can't fire people, and the people who should be. What was that saying?
The people who should be promoted can't be. The people who should be fired can't be.
Yeah.
And the people who have the good ideas get frustrated and quit speaking up.
John, shifting gears, one of the things that I wanted to kind of get your take on, because I'm not the technology guy by any means. Kind of, how do you stay on top of things? Because that seems to be, every time I look and I watch, you know, the business channels and what have you, another technology companies coming out with something even bigger and better. So how do you deal with that?
Well, for me, it's an interest. I have an interest in that. It's an interesting subject to me. But day to day, week to week, month to month, I follow the technology trends. I watch the technical web blogs. I read the technical newspapers and the technical websites, as well as attending a lot of the new product briefings, both here locally and with the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. so that myself and, of course, my customers and our organization are aware of what the current technologies are and what the capabilities are and how we can apply those to our customer base.
John, what are some of the do's and don'ts or let's start with the don'ts. What are some of the things that people should not be doing when it comes to technology?
My biggest advice with technology in the small business is don't attempt to do it all yourself. Understand the product, understand where your leverage are. Much like anything else, when you go to set up your website, when you go to set up your financial planning, when you go to set up anything in your business, spend your time working on what you do best and allow people who know the other products to do what they do best.
All right, John, hold your
don'ts up there.
Yeah, you got a couple more don'ts, and I don't want to shortchange this the importance of the don'ts. So hold that thought. We're going to come right back. In the meantime, if you want to talk to John or John's team, once again, John Faigley, Computer Comfort. The website is www.computercomfort.com. Their number is 412-531-3300. Great group of people. We've used them here personally. They know their stuff. They take care of you. And come on back for the next segment where we'll be talking about the don'ts. All right?